everybody, Mrs. Heisey here. Today I am going to show you guys the first 3 steps on how to make a hanging sign. First you should start out by making sure you have your directions. You got your number directions right here. I have nice little lines, so once you've completed a task, make sure you check it off so you know exactly which step you are on when you're working. Also, make sure you have your name on the sheet of paper. If you don't have your name on it and you leave it laying around, I tend to just throw things away at the end of class. So if you have your name on it, I'll place it in the lost and found in the computer lab classroom. All right, to get started, number 1, it says draw a design that you would like to make for your design. Pieces can be no taller than 3 inches high. You need to get it approved by me. Now, I just went ahead and I just threw up some things up here. Say maybe somebody likes cards. You could do anything. You can cut out letters if you would like to. You can make hearts, circles, footballs, anything that you can think of. The one nice thing about making the sign is you have the ability to paint it when you're done, or you can even wood burn some words into things. So right now, I'm just going to pretend that my sign is going to go sideways like this. You can also choose your sign to be hanging straight up and down too. Now, with this, I went ahead, I made my design, and I got it approved by me. Obviously, I'm the instructor, and I said this is okay. You cannot have any more than 5 pieces of material that you are going to connect together. If you do have more than 5, you're going to have to explain to me why you need that many, and we'll work it out individually, one-on-one. So I have that. Next, it says we need to calculate how much wood you need for your hanging sign. Tell the teacher how much you will need. Well, there's a little space on here where it says width and length, and then a little example of how we're going to measure. I'm going to show you up on the board. Basically, I'm going to make a line that goes across the bottom of my pieces here, and then I'm going to make one that goes to the top, kind of making a box that goes around all of my pieces. Now, I'm not using a ruler, I'm just using a straight, or just drawing a line right now. You guys should use a ruler and make sure that you have nice straight lines so you can measure accurately. Now, from this point here to this point, it should be right here, touching our edge, to that point right there. I'll use another color in case you can see a little bit better. So, right here to right here, that's my length. I need to know how long is that going to be. So from here to over there, my total length, if I were to add this up, 3, 6, 9, 12 inches. Okay? My width from here to up here, how tall are my individual items? So that I'm going to have 3 inches for my height. So on my sheet, I would write out that they are 3 inches wide and 12 inches long overall. That's how much wood I will get you from, for the teacher so you can go on to your next step. Now, one thing when you're drawing this out, you want to make sure that you have your measurements on there. You might need to individually go around and measure your length and height. If we know that they're all 3 inches, that's great, but how wide actually are they? That's how you're going to get your determination for that bottom part. All right, so now that you have your measurements on there, you're going to go on to step number 3. Step number 3 says trace your design onto the wood using carbon paper. Do not cut the shape yet, just into squares. So our first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take our drawing that we have. You're going to get the wood from me from step number 2. You're going to grab a piece of carbon paper. These are located up on my desk in the front in a manila folder. There's 2 sides to the carbon paper. One side is going to have words on it, or there's a second set of carbon paper in there that might have a white side. And then there's a side that kind of has a matte finish. You want that matte finish to be facing down on your lumber. All right, and the letters to be facing up. Then you're simply going to take your design and you're going to trace it, the outline, on here. Now, don't worry about cutting out your piece yet. We are actually just going to cut it into squares because our next step would be to drill holes going through it. And I can tell you right now, it's not going to be very easy to drill holes through a diamond. That's why we'll keep it as a square first. All right, so once you have all of your pieces transferred on here, then you would move over to step number 4. That'll be another video, so you need to watch that. If you have any questions on step 1 through 3, right now would be a great time to ask me. Okay? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.